each year we take great pride in recognizing the students who represent the highest ideals of our school through our Student Awards program. As I conclude my first year as Dean of the School of Global Policy and Strategy, I'm so thrilled to have the opportunity to come together in person and celebrate our extraordinary students and their achievements. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you on behalf of all the faculty and staff for your dedication in giving back to your fellow students and the school. You've made this a stronger and better community. Academic Achievement Award grade point averages are a reflection of a student's commitment to mastering the curriculum and dedication to the coursework. And these students have the top marks in their programs. The MIA, BA MIA degree award goes to Harrison Tang. He is a BA MIA student who has excelled at GPS with a career track in international development and nonprofit management and a regional specialization in Southeast Asia. He has consistently earned high marks in his courses on top of working as a tutor and teaching assistant and being involved in student leadership positions throughout his time at GPS. The MPP, BA MPP degree award goes to Ayush Jain. He will be graduating from the MPP program with a dual specialization in peace and security and program design and evaluation. He has done exceptionally well academically, which includes earning at least 5 A+ grades. He has worked consistently as a teaching assistant for the undergraduate writing programs and has been a faculty research associate under Professor Kate Rickey for a project analyzing the impacts of climate change on human migration. The MSEPA degree award goes to Zayu Lee. She will be graduating from the program with a disciplinary specialization in Chinese politics and public policy. Besides excelling academically, she has been active in her leadership positions in China Focus and in her work for the 21st Century China Center with Professors Victor Shi and Margaret Roberts and with Director Lei Guang on research relating to China's think tank analysis and congressional sentiment of the U.S. toward China. And the MAS-IA degree award goes to Hunai Araki. She is an experienced business consultant, currently appointed as a project leader for Boston Consulting Group Tokyo. She's in the MAS-IA's International Political Economy track, focusing on Japan, which supports her work analyzing economic policies, corporate social responsibilities, and political relations in the Asia-Pacific. Along with her studies, she has worked as a research assistant for the Japan Forum for Innovation and Technology, JFIT, and her hard work and dedication earned her all A's in her GPS courses.
The Econometrics Prize recognizes the year's Outstanding Quantitative Methods paper. It's a pleasure for me to announce that we have not one, but 2 winners, Laura Nora and Deepika Bagaria this year. Deepika's paper, titled Studying the Energy-Water Nexus in Agriculture, Evidence from India, explored the question, does expanding electrification lead to groundwater overdraft as farmers are able to pump water? This is really important because we know that irrigation is a powerful tool for development, but also that it can quickly tip into unsustainable use. Using data on electrification and groundwater withdrawals in India, Deepika did not find strong evidence of this relationship in 5 states. But her analysis suggests a need for broader monitoring across key agricultural areas. Laura's paper, Associations Between Extreme Heat and Preterm Birth in Brazil, matched birth record data from 2004 to 2019 in Brazil to local measurements of the weather experienced by each of those children in utero. Laura found strong evidence that increased exposure to extreme heat in the 3rd trimester was associated with higher preterm birth rates. Moreover, this effect was worse for low-income families. This paper provides concrete evidence for policies that could be implemented immediately to improve birth outcomes in Brazil. Together, these two papers really showcased how empirical statistical methods can be used to understand the connections between human and natural systems. Congratulations, Deepika and Laura.
The Richard Covington Award is meant to award an outstanding empirical paper that the Faculty Selection Committee believes could be publishable in an academic journal. It's my honor to present this year's award to Ayush Jain for his paper examining how the Rohingya refugee influx changed local labor dynamics in Bangladesh. This is a really important question that comes up all over the world whenever large groups of immigrants or refugees or asylees resettle in their new home territories. Ayush used a clever research design that compared areas closest to refugee communities with those slightly further away to tease this apart. He found evidence that areas closer to the Rohingya settlements did have lower employment for young Bengali men from poorer households after the influx, compared to areas slightly further away. This appears to be a combination of both new job competition and host population movements in response to the refugee resettlement. In short, this is exactly the type of analysis that could be used to guide policy for better host community refugee outcomes. It's a fantastic paper, and we really look forward to seeing where Ayush can take this important analysis. Congratulations.
It is my great pleasure to present the Ruth Adams Award for the Best Qualitative Paper. This year's award goes to Joshua Robert Walker for his paper, Energy Security, Power Systems in Transition, that explores possible regulatory responses to cyber-related threats to U.S. electrical grids that take into account existing relationships between electric power firms and regulators and innovation and security objectives. The paper provides an analysis of electricity distribution in the U.S. that integrates theories of regulatory capture in order to characterize the context-specific cyber-related risks facing U.S. electrical grids. It complements this theoretical analysis with a case study on the Colonial Pipeline ransomware attack. We chose this paper because it carefully and thoughtfully combines a theoretical analysis with a case study that works together to support the paper's conclusions. My congratulations on this truly excellent work.
I'm David Victor, a professor at GPS, and it's my honor to congratulate Marissa Myers for the 2022 Policy Memo Award. This new award goes to the best written policy memo by a GPS student in their first year of studies. And it goes to Marissa this year for a thoughtful and very well written memo that explores how changes in the governing institutions at GPS could improve our capacity to represent diverse interests in the way GPS functions. That's a question that's important not only for us here at GPS, but also for the world as a whole.
Professor Joseph Gronkwald was a strong advocate of economic and political cooperation throughout the Americas. This year's awardee, Tomás Lavados, embodies those aspirations. Tomás grew up in Chile, where he obtained an undergraduate degree in electrical engineering from the Universidad de Chile. After working for 3 years in the renewable energy industry, Tomás turned to the social sector, working for a year in a community-based organization in Brazil. From that experience, Tomás became the Chief Development Officer for Acción Emprendedora, an NGO focused on helping underserved entrepreneurs in Chile. At GPS, Tomás has worked on development and nonprofit management and international management. For his capstone research, he wrote an excellent paper on the correlation between Chilean COVID lockdown policy and its influence on domestic violence. Extending his interest in the social sector, he worked as a GSR for Professor Agustina Paglayan, analyzing historical education policies across Latin America. Tomás intends to return to Chile after a year working in the US. He exemplifies the GPS ideals of building a deep understanding of analytical tools and putting them to good work in the world. Congratulations, Tomás, on these accomplishments.
The Language Achievement Award is presented to a graduating student for outstanding achievement in language study. This year's recipient is Grace Peavyhouse. When Grace started studying in the fall, she asked specifically what she needed to do to better her language abilities. Not only that, at the beginning of each quarter, she set up an appointment to ask the same question: What do I need to do this quarter to improve my Spanish? She has tirelessly worked on specific tasks and strategies, dedicating her time and effort during these difficult times toward this goal. Throughout the year, she has demonstrated a great interest in learning and improving her language proficiency. Congratulations, Grace. Your efforts have paid off. Felicidades, bien merecida.
It's an honor to present this year's Faculty Recognition Award to Professor Barry Nine. He has paved the way for the MSIPA program to grow to where it stands today, and has assisted many students both during class and outside of the classroom, such as supporting the initiatives of the China Focus Club. In the words of many MSIPAs, Professor Nine has always been a grandpa to us. He has a warm and personal touch when it comes to teaching students. Students are never afraid of making mistakes in front of him, and his constructive criticism has helped us grow not only as students but as people. He is an exemplary scholar that is known for his many endeavors and unequivocal knowledge of the Chinese economy. On behalf of the GPS graduating class of 2022, please join me in congratulating Professor Nine. We are extremely grateful for the time and energy you have given to each of us.
This year, on behalf of the class of 2023, I am honored to present Swati Nair with the Dean's Teaching Award. Being a teaching assistant is one of the most vital roles here at GPS. TAs not only serve as liaisons between faculty and students, but also provide helpful insights on difficult course material, respond to countless late-night emails, and perhaps most importantly, they offer friendship when we need it the most. Swati embodies all these wonderful characteristics. She has supported our class since TAing for summer prep courses, and she held our hands through every step of the QM series. There has never been a question too simple, nor a data code too complex that she cannot magically make work. From the class of 2023, thank you for all your guidance, support, and love, Swati. The Doming Liu Award recognizes a first-year student for their achievements and contributions to the GPS community. I'm sure we can all think of many deserving classmates among us, but I think we can all agree there's just something about Peter Wilborn, this year's winner. Throughout his tenure as a first-year representative, and now as the VP of External Affairs for GoGPS, Peter continues to lead by example, demonstrating professionalism when taking on new responsibilities and showing support for his colleagues in the GPS community. He has this contagious, positive energy, and you can't help but feel very lucky to work with someone like that. He's incredibly intelligent, reliable, driven, and he goes the extra mile, quite literally sometimes. Who do you think picks up all that food from UTC? Congratulations, Peter, and thank you again for all that you do for our community and program.
The MASIA Peer Award goes to Jade Reedy, a recently retired lieutenant colonel from the U.S. Air Force who completed a dual career serving as a B-1 instructor pilot and a China Foreign Affairs officer. Jade pursued the MASIA degree to develop her academic expertise on security issues in China. In addition to excelling at her coursework, her character has been lauded by her peers. Her classmates describe her as a humble, considerate, and talented person whose natural leadership abilities shine through and whose professionalism at all times exemplified the best qualities of both the U.S. military officers and GPS students. Congratulations, Jade.
The I.L. Margolith Memorial Award recognizes the contributions of students who go above and beyond to demonstrate leadership, compassion, and devotion to community. I am happy to present this year's award to Mackenzie Richardson. As one of my closest friends in this program, I have been able to witness her dedication to the GPS community from the very beginning. First, as our GoGPS first-year representative, and then as GoGPS president and a Dean's Fellow. Mackenzie has put in countless hours, effort, and dedication into creating the best environment possible at GPS. Through her work advocating for students, leading GoGPS, and creating educational and social opportunities inside and outside GPS, Mackenzie has helped strengthen our community and created meaningful experiences and memories for students. She is one of the most deserving individuals for this award, and it is my greatest honor and joy to present this award to her.
Every year, GPS students vote for their commencement speaker. This year, we are honored to announce that Belinda Pinello has been chosen. Belinda is an MPP student with a focus on inequality and social policy. She is one of the most unique people I've met at GPS. For those who don't know, Belinda is a former actress who is best known for her time as a video jockey, or VJ, for MTV Asia. She even has her own Wikipedia page. Belinda has not only undertaken a daring career change, she is also raising 2 kids while completing her studies. During her time at GPS, she has worked tirelessly in the community to create new opportunities for students, such as serving as a teaching assistant in the theater department and working as a fellow on the Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Committee. The students have elected her as our commencement speaker because she is a captivating public speaker who represents the best traits of the GPS community: adaptable, passionate, and able to use their unique background to create powerful and impactful change. There is no one better suited to embolden our cohort for the journey after graduation than Belinda.